Look at your lease option agreement now. Simple, isn't it? This is all you need to control a $100,000 house or a $1 million house if it's on a lease purchase. And this is designed to protect you, not the buyer, you. And there's some really neat stuff in this one. And I would caution you to be careful about not using this one. All right, look at paragraph 2. That lays out the term of the deal. But if you'll notice, look in the second line in paragraph 2. It says, well, I always put in here that the first line. The term of the lease option shall be for a period of 12 months, commencing on blank date today and ending 12 months later. And the term will automatically be extended for 4 periods of 12 months, or whatever it is. Maybe it's 2 periods of 12 months, unless the tenant buyer gives notice to the landlord of its intent to terminate that lease option by mailing a written notice to the landlord. I'll see what that means. It means you're leasing it for 1 year, but you're leasing it for 5 years, unless you cancel the agreement. It automatically renews. It's built right in there. How do you think it got in there? I put it in there because it used to say that you had to renew it. And then, of course, what did you do? You forgot to renew it. All right? So now you don't have to remember it. It's built right in there. You're welcome. Number 3, it describes what the rent amount is per month and beginning on what month, and it talks about a security deposit. When you're buying a house, when you're lease optioning it from the seller, that'll be 0, won't it? Okay, it'll be 0. There ain't going to be no security deposit. Next line, all rental payments shall be due and payable in advance on the first day of each and every month. An amount equal to blank dollars for each will be credited toward the principal, the pay down. If the seller's got equity, put a number in there. No harm in getting some part of your rent paid toward down the principal every month if you can get it. But if the seller doesn't have any equity, if you're lease optioning it for their loan amount, put 0 there, because they can't give you what they don't have. They can't give you the benefit of the principal pay down. They don't have any equity to take it from. I mean, you're going to get the benefit of the principal pay down anyway, but not from the seller. All right, look at number 6. Don't look at number 6. Look at number 9. Whatever the seller owes goes right in there. This says that they have a first mortgage of blank, and they have taxes owed to blank, and anything else you put in there. And look at number 10. It says you can assign this agreement without their permission. Number 11 says that you are responsible, you, the tenant buyer, are responsible for all the maintenance and repairs on the property after 30 days after occupancy. Not 30 days after it's signed, 30 days after it's occupied. How do you think that got in there? That means you get to put a tenant buyer in there. Look at the top, turn it over and look at the second line from the top. You get to put a tenant buyer in there and warrant the systems for the tenant buyer for 30 days because the seller's warranting them to you for that same 30-day period. So it don't cost you anything. 9A is, yeah, the name of the lender. And since when did I say you could ask questions, Heather? You'll start some crap here now. All right. Special provisions. This, if the seller agrees to do anything like paint something or fix something, it goes in paragraph 13. Or anything that you can think of. Anything, consider paragraph 13 here like paragraph 18 in this agreement. This is where your catch-all is. This is where you put stuff that is applicable to that particular deal. Paragraph 13B says that you're going to do a title search on the property, and if the title sucks and it's bad, then the seller is going to pay for the search. And 14 is your price and terms. 14 says you're going to pay X number of dollars for the property. That's what gives you the option to buy it. And then 15 is what's included in the purchase. Look at number 15. Look at the last line, last paragraph in 15. You note that range and refrigerator is already built in. Range and refrigerator comes with a house. That's just an automatic, isn't it? An automatic with the ones I buy. What? You want the range and refrigerator? I'm going to have to rethink this. At least your house, you want me to go down to the store and buy a range and refrigerator? Don't you think it'd be better you do that when you move and leave this one here and you don't have to move them? I always get the range and refrigerator. Never fail. All right, and number 18 is where you identify the closing costs. Landlord side, tenant side. Okay, pretty simple agreement. Best time to read this is when you're trying to get to sleep. You're out like a rocket. Boom, gone.